People interviewed on the show was Dr. Jamal Rifi. He arrived in '84. So he's done a lot of community work over here in southwest Sydney. He's been recognised with a Human Rights Medal. Good afternoon, Doctor.
Good afternoon to you, Dico.
Now, you arrived in '84. Why did you first come here with your family?
Look, I came on my own. My future wife was living in Australia, and I came to join her, and I studied medical degree. I obtained my medical degree from Sydney University. And look, one of the things which people need to realize, that we came here to live in this country because we love it, we love its people, we love the way it is, we love the multicultural policies, the Medicare health system, the welfare system, the housing for the poor, and we wanted to stay as is. We may need to play our part to improve it, but we would never wanted to radically change it. We want it as is. And that is, as a responsible citizen, we need to play and engage with the rest of society so we can keep Australia the best country in the world.
Now, Doctor, if the Lebanese community here has experienced some difficulties, do you think any of those difficulties were brought from the Middle East? I'm thinking of tribalism, I guess a society based on honour, shame, and also the currency of respect.
Well, look, definitely, and there is no doubt, not just events in the Middle East, but also world event, 9/11, it's called the Bali bombing. All these have actually impacted not just on the Lebanese community, impacted on Australian society as a whole. Now, we're seeing the current crisis that's happening in the Gulf. It's also young people going from here overseas. It was impacting on all of us. What we need to do is to learn from the past, so we can actually build a better future for all of us in Australia. I believe Once Upon a Time in Punchbowl is a milestone in building our national identity as an Australian. And we, as Lebanese Australian or Australian Lebanese, we want to play that part. We emphasize is actually, probably there is the ugly and the bad in our community, but these are minority. The good citizens are the majority.
It's interesting you talk about the minority there, because we did hear in that introduction, the concept of crime and crime in the Lebanese community. How difficult is it to explain to people that not everyone from Lebanon is involved in organised crime?
Look, Sarah, thanks for that question. I reckon, look, any decent person who will see Once Upon a Time in its entirety, because it is 4 episodes, and it's telling the story of migration of Lebanese in Australia, recent migration from the 75 till probably 2012, and it says it in a bare to the bone fact, no spin, no doctoring, and we're saying as is. We're not trying to find excuses for any of these behavior. On the contrary, we acknowledge they are there, but we are dealing with it as a community and as a society. The only problem, the spotlight has always been on the negative aspect and people in our community, and people trying to forget that we have a wider contribution to society. Mary Bashir is one of them.
That's right.
And a good one.
And look, Jamal, I want to say how great it is to talk to you. I was really impressed with how proud you were of being a Lebanese migrant, and how proud you were to be an Australian. It's a fabulous show, and congratulations for being part of it. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Dico. Thank you, Sarah.
Pleasure, and it'll be on SBS same time, same place next week. Right now, though...